We are at my favorite park to vibe and chill at, Hollywood Studios, and we're going to talk about some secrets of this park, including abandoned spaces, some little hidden details you may have never noticed before, and we're going to take a look at how are wait times and crowd levels, because it is a very busy day here, as you can see, and there is some specific reason why that's the case, which we will talk about in a little bit, but let us go on our tour. So it's going to be a little bit of a different kind of video. Fun facts, fun information, just kind of vibe and chill on a Friday night here in Disney World. The music is amazing. I love the music here. I sometimes put it on the TV or on my computer while I'm working because it's just so fun. There's lots of great YouTube channels that deliver Disney music with really pretty pictures, so it's fun to just kind of have on the background and pretend you're in your happy place, especially when you can't be. All right, so heading under the Hollywood Studios Archway. First off, this is reminiscent of, or kind of inspired by, the archways that the classic Hollywood Studios, like literally in Hollywood, would have for each of their different studios, you know, like Paramount. They would have these kind of archways, but there's some details here on this archway that I think are really fun to take a look at. This archway led back to the animation courtyard area, and so you'll notice that there are some little details, like this man right here animating. So it kind of is a little remnant of what used to be here. Over on this side, you'll see someone animating Donald Duck. So
nobody see that selfie stick.
Now for our first abandoned place, Voyage of the Little Mermaid. So this theater has sat empty since 2020 and nothing's going on in there. We were supposed to be getting a new Little Mermaid show that was set to debut this fall, but that is clearly not happening as the doors are all still closed. The latest on that is that the new show will be coming next summer. So if you are here next summer, summer 2025, you're going to be getting a lot of new Disney entertainment, because we also have the new nighttime parade coming to Magic next year, which I am crazy excited about. We haven't had a nighttime parade since, goodness, many years. So this is going to be really have this back going. Hello, thanks for watching. We are chilling at Hollywood Studios, talking hidden details, secrets, abandoned things, just kind of vibe and learn kind of Friday here at Hollywood Studios. All right, now this is my absolutely favorite hidden detail. This is an abandoned section of this building, and it used to have a gift shop in here. So what's ironic is, you know, Disney's known for having a gift shop at every corner, but surprisingly, there's actually a lot of gift shops that just sit empty and abandoned, especially here at Hollywood Studios. This will not be the first one that we take a look at here today, but why this one is so special and why this is my favorite hidden detail is because of the sign up here, the studio store. Now, this red sign with the yellow writing on it is what signage used to look like all over this park, like back in the 90s, back when it was still called Disney MGM Studios, not even Disney Hollywood Studios yet. And this is the only place where you can see a glimpse of that kind of signage. So, little nod to the past right back here. Any other MGM fans in the house? Now, kind of rounding this corner, we're going to take a look at another abandoned area of Hollywood Studios that used to be very active back in the MGM days when the park was called MGM. So we'll look at a secondary sign. I really am shocked that those signs are still there, honestly. Now, the area was open for Jollywood nights last year as like a photo spot area. So I'll be interested to see if Jollywood does that again, because that was one way to take a look and see what was going on. It's pretty empty. Pulled back there. You could maybe peek in. But right back here, if you see that area right there, that covered area with the lights, that was related to the old tram tour that was here at Hollywood Studios for years and years until, like 2016, 2017, I think. So this was part of that queue. So it's really cool to be able to see this little bit of Disney history just sitting right there. We can't go any further because that is a cast member only area, but there's still fans going back there. The lights are still off, just as if, nothing ever changed. Yes, the Toy Story rides are still here. They're over in Toy Story Land, which is actually, if you were to go around this building, it's kind of over in this direction, but we can't get there, so we'll have to go back around this way. So there's just a little peek as we pass by of this store is looking like nowadays. You can see there's even still some remnants of the checkout area. Interesting. Looks like they were kind of prepping for Jollywood Nights. I saw a little bit of snow in there. So I think that will still be an option. Mermaid show, it has been abandoned since 2020. The latest was that they're going to have the new show open summer 2025. It was supposed to open fall 2024, i.e. about now, but that clearly is not happening because you can see that all the doors and windows are still shuttered. Also, another gift shop that's closed. But summer 2025 is the latest. They released some new concept art and a new logo for that. You can take a look at that, which is really cool because we're getting a lot of new entertainment at Disney World in 2025, including the new nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom. So that is going to be awesome. Right now, though, this whole area is just sitting abandoned. Still got the fans going. However, you can sometimes see a character meet and greet back here. I've seen Chip 'n Dale here. I've seen Daisy here. So as you are making your way over to Toy Story Land that way, just kind of peek over and see if a character meet and greet is happening. This is usually the area we're winning. Still got all the old pictures of the 1989 Little Mermaid classic still lining the walkway here. So we will see when that new show happens. Oh, I cannot go that way. Just kidding. Let's go back this way. There was a roped off area. We'll go back under the archway and take another look at the cool hidden details in the archway here that reveal what this area used to be. This whole section here is called Animation Courtyard, and not too much evidence now, but this used to be where you could actually see real Disney animators animating movies like Mulan, Lilo and Stitch. They were all animated here. And right there where it says Star Wars Launch Bay, it's closed for the night as well now. But that was the entrance to animation tour. And if you look at old pictures and you compare it to the building as it is now, it's exactly the same. All they did was paint it gray and add that Star Wars sign. But that's where you would go in for the tour of the animation studio. And you can actually see a little bit of the animation studio kind of over by Toy Story Land. We might make a way over there. Take a look at that. Take another peek at the really cool little details that are carved into the archway here. Just a little remnant of what this area of Disney used to be like. Because if you don't know, this whole theme park used to be an actual working movie studio. So they would film things here, commercials, TV shows, movies, and even animation. So as you can see, there is this guy here animating Donald Duck. This shows the idea of this being a movie studio. And then on the other side there is someone animating Goofy. So you can impress your friends and those little bit of hidden details, little homages still to what the studios used to be back when it was called Disney MGM. Oh my goodness, and the lighting is beautiful here. I think that Hollywood Studios has the best sunsets because it happens right back here by these trees and looks incredible. Oh my goodness. But as you can see, it is a very, very busy night here. Now, there's some reasons for that. And this is actually if you are coming to the parks around Halloween and Christmas, because this might help change and impact how you do your park days, like which park you do on which day. So the reason why this is so extra crowded is because there is a Halloween party at Magic Kingdom, which means Magic Kingdom is closed at 6 p.m. for anyone who's not attending the Halloween party. So oftentimes, people who will spend part of their day at Kingdom and then they will hop over to another park. Now, in addition to that, Animal Kingdom right now is closing at 7 p.m. So if you're Kingdom at 6 p.m., getting over to Animal Kingdom at 7 p.m., that doesn't leave you a lot of time. So then your next two options are Hollywood Studios and Epcot. Both of those parks close at 9. Both of them have great nighttime experiences because if you're not going to the Halloween party at Magic Kingdom, you're also not going to get to see fireworks. Oh my goodness, can we just appreciate this view right now? Gorgeous. So because it's a Halloween party night, more people have hopped over here to this park, and with the Animal Kingdom closing earlier. Now the other option is Epcot, which I imagine is very busy as well, because in addition to that, with it being Friday, a lot of locals come to the parks after work, so it's extra busy. Plus there is a Florida resident that only allows you to get into the theme parks Monday through Friday. Oh my goodness, Ottawa, Canada. Hello. Thanks for tuning in, Michelle. I appreciate that. Yay. So there's a specific Florida resident in pass that only allows people to get in Monday through Friday. So weekdays and especially Fridays are going to be even busier in the park. So that's something to keep in mind as you're planning your Disney vacation and planning which days to go to which parks and that. Also, as we are roaming around, taking a look at some hidden secrets of Hollywood Studios, some abandoned places. If y'all have any questions, definitely drop the chat. I am here for helping you guys have an incredible Disney vacation. So any questions on anything, definitely bring them on. Oh my goodness. See, skies, just absolutely gorgeous here. Like what the heck, you can't beat that. Oh my goodness, this is definitely my favorite vibe park. Just hanging out, looking at all this gorgeousness, and the music is so fun. But I love this area of the park. It's called Echo Lake. So many little tiny details in here that are just like fun to know, impress your friends and family with. Look like the Disney expert that you are. These boxes used to have a little hidden detail on them, but I'm pretty sure they have removed that. Just double checking. Yeah, no longer the case. That's all right. We got some more things though we can look at. Now this whole area is called Echo Park, which is an actual place in Hollywood, California. Now this is one of my fun little details over here. If you love a good pun, you're gonna love this. So if you come over here, look at this directory for this dentist office. You can see we got some punny names. See how we pull them. Ruth Canal, Les Payne. So gotta love the Imagineers who designed this, having a little bit of humor. Moving around, Echo Lake. Just like at Magic Kingdom, where there are windows to different people and things, they have that here at Hollywood Studios. This is the first one. That's the they've done. It's for Bob Weiss, and he was instrumental in bringing Hollywood Studios, then MGM Studios, to life. And so when he got his window, he wanted it here at Hollywood Studios. So he's the first one to have a window here at Hollywood Studios. You'll notice that some other windows have fun little theming on them, like JJ Tapping Dance Studio. It's cute. But he's the only one Imagineer, Disney legend, who actually has a window dedicated to him in this park. So that's pretty fun. This would 100% be where I would get my window if I ever had the option to.
Why was she super rough?
So, when this park came online in 1989, oh my gosh, that rhymed. When this park came online, 1989. Okay, seriously. Who Framed Roger Rabbit was released 1988, and this movie was huge, y'all. Like, Nowadays, we can't even really comprehend how big of a deal this movie was, but it was so popular. And with the timing of the park being opened just after the movie was released, there's a lot of references to Roger Rabbit around this park. So there's one there talking about Maroon Studios, which is where he works in the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And then if we rotate over this way, oh, we can't see it with the tree, but you'll see an outline of Rabbit in this window here. We'll get a bit closer in a second. From a moment in when he does the same thing, kind of busting out of Eddie Valiant's detective agency. And then the other one, now this is a deep cut. This is really gonna impress your peeps. But Peavy's Polar Pipeline is a reference to the movie Rocketeer, which not a lot of people remember or know about, but you do because you're watching this video. So in the movie, this is the helmet in the rocket pack that the so-named Rocketeer uses, because of them at least. So this is a little nod to that little bit of an obscure movie. Again, as we're moving through Hollywood Studios, if y'all have questions about anything, definitely drop them in the chat. I am all for that. We're going to go take a look at wait times in just a moment because the park is very because of the Halloween party happening at Magic Kingdom, as well as Kingdom closing early at 7. Now, if you're coming to Disney World in the next couple of months, Animal Kingdom, I can't remember if the date or the hours have been officially released, but Animal Kingdom will probably stay closing around 7 p.m. through the holiday season. But it's cool that it at least stays open to 7 p.m. because they have the Tree of Life Awakenings on the Tree of Life, which are really cool holiday-focused projection shows that happen in the evening when the sun goes down. So don't sleep on holiday offerings at Animal Kingdom. Oh, and they also have my absolute favorite holiday thing, which is the Merry Menagerie at Animal Kingdom. Y'all, it is so cute. It's precious. I absolutely love it. There are snow creatures, animals that are puppeteered by cast members and entertainers, and it is just so playful and fun and so cute. So if you are here for the holidays, definitely find some time to at least pop over to Animal Kingdom for that. So there's a little bit of a closer look at the outline of Roger Rabbit, and right next to it, the window says Eddie Valiant, personal investigation, I think. So that's a reference again to the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And a little bit of a closer look at the Bob Weiss window. First Disney legend to actually get a window here in Hollywood Studios. But this is the park he helped open, so makes sense. Now, Hollywood and Vine right now is Minnie's Halloween Dine. If you don't know, this restaurant is a character dining restaurant. And the characters change their outfits, and the theming inside the restaurant is changed to reflect the seasons. So kind of get a little bit of a different experience anytime you come. I love this sign up here. It's little details like this that really make this park feel lived in. Oh, and I just noticed something else. Okay, 1928 up there. That could be the street address for this building here in Hollywood, but it's an important number because that is the year that Mickey Mouse debuted in 1928. So anytime you see a number at Disney World like that, keep an eye out because it probably is something historic or important to the company. But I do love these little signs here. It really just makes this place feel lived in. Like, this person does not want to rent any office space to actors. I don't know what the actors did, but they are not here for renting space to them. Prime time is super busy. Wow, lots of folks waiting to go have dinner. It is one of my favorite places to eat at Hollywood Studios. All right, now coming back to this little section here, it's kind of tucked away, but since this whole area is called Echo Lake, we have appropriately enough the Echo Lake Apartments. Love the theming and the details here. But if you come over and take a look at some of the residents that actually live here, the Imagineers thought of everything. You can see there's actual real names of people here, and these would be their different call boxes, which again just furthers the feeling of this being a real lived-in place. Oh my goodness, could we get more beautiful with the sunset? I'm obsessed. I have been lots of places in America, but I'll say Florida sunsets, can't beat that. I mean, check that out. Oh, so nice. All right, back here we have got another abandoned gift shop, which sounds like an oxymoron for Disney World, but it's true. There are actually some gift shops that are shuttered and closed. This is the one that's supposed to be connected to the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. So it was themed to Indiana Jones, and interestingly, they actually refurbed it and revised it not too long ago, but it has just been closed for a while now. There are some fun little Indiana Jones Easter eggs in there, but no more. And also when Indiana Jones shows in for the evening, it makes this area so quiet and almost feel abandoned. So if you need a quiet place to chill in this park, this could be a place. This is the exit for the show, or one of the exits. So when the show's not happening, this place is very calm. Oh, this feels like it's supposed to be here. Your own little Indiana Jones oasis with some theming from the movies over here. But we're talking about hidden secrets of Hollywood Studios, some abandoned places of Hollywood Studios, because I think this theme park has some of the most detailed theming of any of the Disney parks. And I love pointing it out. That way you can impress your friends and family with your Disney knowledge. Be the expert, the Disney pro that you are. All right, next up we have my girl Gertie. This is Gertie the dinosaur. And while she is iconic in her own right for being here at Hollywood Studios since opening day, she actually represents a historic moment in Hollywood, specifically animation. She is one of the first animated characters of all time. Now, she's not a Disney character. This was from a vaudeville act that someone would actually interact with the animated dinosaur on the screen, and there would be a real person interacting with them in real time. You know, he'd be like, "Hey, Gertie, jump," and she would jump in the film. So she's important for being one of the first animated characters, and that's how she got her place here in Hollywood Studios. And you see Gertie chilling, hanging out, enjoying this nice Florida weather, but she didn't just show up here. She had to walk here. She had to get here to serve us some ice cream of extinction. So you can see little Gertie footprints. Just one of those fun little hidden details that just makes you be like, man, Disney. Just so cool. Another look at the gorgeous sunset here. I can't get over it. It's so beautiful. If you have any fun hidden details or little fun about the theme parks, would love to hear about that as well. You can see here in the ground there are more Gertie the dinosaur footprints. And because she is a powerful gal, you can see that even the concrete around her footprint, even the concrete around her footprint has been impacted by her step. It's just a little thing like that really just sets Disney apart. So as she made her way to her home in Echo Lake. Trying to find a board for wait times. I want to see what the wait times are looking at right now, because it's a great time to come to the theme park weather-wise, but it's definitely busy crowd-wise. Now this over by Anna Jones, it used to be that if you pulled this rope, you would hear someone asking for help, someone who had inevitably fallen down the shaft. Oh, you can kind of hear some digging noises here. I haven't checked it recently, but I think that is still, there's an audio sound effect that plays when you pull the rope with someone, being like, out of here, that kind of thing. That sounded like Haunted Mansion. So check that out on your next trip, see if it's working for you. Again, impress all your peeps with your Disney knowledge. Now, this next abandoned place technically isn't because... Oh my goodness, that is so cool. You're related to the guy who made Gertie. That is so fascinating. Yes, I'll have to look up more about his story because it sounds so interesting. Anyone who is innovative like that is fascinating, and there's inherent creativity there. So I'll definitely be looking up more story. Thank you for sharing that, Michelle. So this area, there are kind of some of these little photo op things here now. These are the exit doors for the Mickey Shorts Theater, where you can go watch some of the new Mickey Mouse shorts. New style of him. But this used to be an area where that was attached to the former show where the short thing called the Monster Soundstage Show, and this would be a place where you could come in and listen to different sounds in like a lyrical. And if anyone remembers, that might sound familiar because also a section like that at Animal Kingdom in Rafiki's Planet Watch area. I haven't been there in a while, to be totally honest, but I've heard that is no longer a thing. If anyone can confirm that, that'd be great. But I've heard that you can no longer go into those little booths where you would hear like different animal noise and nature noises. It's a fun little thing, but that's kind of where that inspiration came, here in this unassuming room. Absolutely gorgeous day in Disney World. All right, we've got another deep cut hidden tail. I think this is still here. I haven't checked on it in a while. Yes, I think it is. Okay. So down in this area here, right now it's just housing some chairs and tables, a place to hang out. But if you look down, you'll notice, if I can position the camera right, these little, what used to be like stanchions or poles, these little marks in the ground here. There's another one over here. Now this area used to have statue bust of important and famous people from TV and movies as like a little statue garden area. So it wasn't a seating area, it was where you could see these statues. And so these are remnants of what was holding up the statues back in the day. A little bit of old school Hollywood Studios for ya. Ooh, those clouds are so cool. I cannot get over the clouds. Oh, I love it so much. It's gorgeous. All right, we are still trying to find some wait. I think there's a sign over here. Let's go check it out. See what the wait times are looking like right now, because there are a lot of folks enjoying their Disney day in this park specifically. Which makes sense because other parks are an option, except for Epcot, which I'm sure is very busy with people enjoying their food and wine. There's some good stuff there this year, y'all. All right, trying to make our way over to this board here to take a look at the wait times.
you know where it's at. We'll be out of the ride.
All right, so we have Smuggler's Run at 55 minutes, Rise of the Resistance 70 minutes, Mickey and Minnie's 50 minutes, Slinky Dog 80 minutes, Aliens 55, wow. Tower Terror 75, Rock and Roller Coaster 70, wow. Meeting Mickey was 55 minutes. Okay, yep, this park is very busy, but if you want to do Star Tours, only 10 minutes, so you can hop on over there. I also heard from some people that for the 8 o'clock showing of Phantasmic, they already are getting in place for that. So especially when the days are busier like this, you'll want to get in line for Phantasmic early. Sometimes though, especially during busy time, there will be 2 show Phantasmic, so take a look when you're planning your day. All right, and that actually brings us right next to our next little hidden detail and secret of Hollywood Studios. Now this statue is really important because there's actually a replica of this in Hollywood, but right next to it is one of the only traces of Disney MGM Studios. This is the dedication plaque for the park when it was opened on May 1st, 1989, and you can see at the top it still has the Disney MGM Studios logo. So a little throwback to when this park was not Hollywood Studios, but it was MGM Studios. And this brings us to a next little abandoned / Disney detail. And it's actually, if you see these lines, not the bright white ones, but if you see the little smaller, thinner lines beside it, those are actually held over from when there used to be parades in this park. So now as cast members just put up this temporary white tape for nighttime viewings and parades and things like that, they had them actually built into the paint back in the day for the parades that would go down Hollywood Boulevard here. So it's just a little bit of old school Disney that's still holding on to the outline of them. Clearly this was like a walking path where you could go, and this is where the line you could stand to watch the parade. So they do not do parades in Hollywood Studios. They have not done that for a while, but still got the remnants of it here. Press your people. It's getting a little dark, so might wrap this up soon, but we'll head on over to Toy Story Land, take a look at how that is looking. Goodness, there's just so many people here today. Wow, definitely note that if you are planning a trip in the next couple of weeks. I think they said Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway was 50 minutes for the standby line. To meet Mickey Mouse in Red Carpet Dreams, it was 50 minutes as well. So that's pretty high to meet a character, even though it is the main mouse himself, Mickey, so I'm not blaming you. Oh, just kidding. We're talking abandoned things and city details, so we have to head on over to Muppet Courtyard. And no, I'm not talking about them potentially rid of Muppet Vision because that would be really, really sad. We're going to talk about some other abandoned areas in Muppet Courtyard, but also something that is a remnant of old Hollywood Studios as well. And while we're making our way there, let's take a look at this gorgeous sky again. Now, Hollywood Studios is definitely a park if you are rope dropping it, and especially if you have early entry, you can knock off a lot of rides, especially the most popular rides, in record time. I had a video on this where when we were staying at Swan Hotel, we had early entry there because even though it's not a Disney-owned hotel. It's still on Disney property, and they have an agreement with them, so you can get early entry staying there, which highly recommend. That is one of my favorite money-saving hacks, is to stay at the Swan or Dolphin. It's way cheaper, but you get all the perks of a Disney deluxe resort. Anyway, I was staying there and came into this park for the early entry and ended up riding 3 rides in about an hour. So this could definitely be a park where you prioritize early entry and rope dropping. And if these crowds are any indication, ABC Commissary. That's another one that has a bit of a Disney detail. We're not going to head in there today, but if you are ordering food there, first off, get the buffalo chicken sandwich. Pretty legit. As well as look up above where you order your food, and you'll notice there's a mural there. Oh, looks like Mickey and Minnie is down to 45-minute wait time now. It's a little bit lower. Probably as people start heading to Fantasmic, imagine these wait times are going to keep getting lower and lower. If we stuck around till 8, I would guess that have some pretty decent wait times. This is also that if you are not doing rope drop and early entry, it's one where if you want to come in later in the evening, you could probably knock off a couple of rides right before the park closes. I have seen crazy short waits for things like Rise of the Resistance, by coming just before post and hopping in line. So that could be another option for you. But back to ABC Commissary. If you look up at the mural above where the cast members are checking you out and where you order food, you'll see a lot of Hollywood icons, including the old Earful Tower that used to be here at Hollywood Studios. It was the quasi-icon of the park for years. There's kind of been this interesting battle of icons at this park, whether it is the Chinese theater where Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is, RIP to the Great Movie Ride, which was one of my absolute favorites, or if the icon of the park was Tower of Terror, or if it was the Earful Tower that used to be here. And if any of y'all remember the Earful Tower, its location was where Slinky Dog Dash is now. So it's a little discombobulated back there as Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land have taken over. But that was the location of the old Earful Tower. Walking around Galaxy's Edge, you went around the old Backlot tour. And speaking of the Backlot tour, one of the main areas was the Streets of America section. And this is one of the only segments of that part of the park that still remain. They completely leveled everything from the Streets of America and the Backlot tour when they built Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land, but they left this one section up here. So if you look at old pictures, this is exactly as it looked on opening day, May 1st, 1989. It's the only part that remains like that. Although it did get a refresh when they repurposed this area to be Grand Avenue. Got these window decorations, some new theming, including another one of my favorite little details that really gives this area life and makes it feel very lived in, is if you come up to this Grand Avenue, oh no, they removed it. Oh no. Well, that is such a bummer. Oh wait, is it here? Maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, there it is. I was like, why would they have removed it? Okay, if you're coming up to this apartment building here and you don't have an access because you're visiting, you've got to be buzzed in. So come over here to the live Live Grand at Grand Lofts, and you can see you can find who it is that you're coming to visit so they can buzz you in. So just a fun little detail that people are just walking on by, all the people by, no reason to have it here, and yet they do. And it's that kind of stuff that just really shows the Disney difference, especially when it comes to theming. Oh, I love that. Another little detail that people walk on by or often miss is the Pizza Rizzo sign over there. We'll get a little closer in a moment. But the Pizza Rizzo sign, if you catch it at the right time, it has a little bit of a secret message in it. Let's see if we can catch it. So I'll head that way. It even got a Grand Park established 2017 because that's when they rethemed this whole area to be Grand Park when they took out the Backlot tour and the Streets of America to make way for the opening of Galaxy's Edge in Toy Story Land. It's kind of funny up there. You see where those curtains are kind of removed. I wish I could see on this. I gotta figure that out. The curtains are pulled back a bit, and you can actually kind of see the scaffolding that is on the other side of this building because these buildings are actually facades. Hang here a moment and see if we can spot the hidden message that waits for us at Pizza Rizzo. So the sign right now reads, the city's top rated pizza. It's a Rizzo. And we're waiting. And we're waiting. Well, it's not gonna, oh, there, oh, I saw a little flicker, it goes. It reads, it's rat pizza when it starts flickering like that, so it's a little bit of a secret message. Pizza is also only open till 5 p.m. So just note that as you are planning your Disney day. It closes much earlier than the other quick service restaurants that stay open until about park close typically. It's a huge restaurant, and the top floor of the restaurant, if you've never been inside, is something to check out. We obviously can't head in there now because it's closed, but this second floor up here, not only does it give you some really cool views of the theme when you're up there, but it's also decorated as a wedding venue. So there's like a dance floor and like a disco ball and music going. So it's like just a fun little detail there. Now this is the other abandoned gift shop. This is now the fourth one if you technically consider the one by Little Mermaid. This is the fourth abandoned gift shop here at Hollywood Studios. This is the Stage 1 company store. A Muppets themed gift shop for Muppet Vision that is right next door. There were lots of little gags in here, lots of little funny things because of the Muppets, lots of details and things to look at, but it has been closed for a while now. They did, however, for Hollywood Studios anniversary this past May, they did open this up, and this you could purchase anniversary specific merchandise. So was able to take a look at what was going on in there. But a lot of the theming has been in view. Yeah, I can kind of peek in there a little bit. Definitely a lot less to look at than there was when this was open. And as if one abandoned gift shop is not enough, right across the way, we have another one. So the It's a Wonderful shop used to be open year-round. I know, and if you're a more recent Disney park goer, it's probably a surprising thing. But this used to be open all the time, and they would have ornaments, Christmas items all the time. Think about it like the Christmas shop in Magic Kingdom. Kind of the same idea. But this used to be open all the time. Any time of year you could get your ornaments or your Disney Christmas items, but now it's closed. Although this year you can meet Santa Claus back here. So if you will be here when the holidays start at Disney World, which is November 12th, if you'll be here during that time on your way to Hollywood Studios, you can come back here and meet Santa Claus. All right, so that's going to do it for our tour of some secret things at Hollywood Studios, abandoned spaces, and thank y'all for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one.